Greetings guys, Joseph James back once again. Let's talk more about our auto levels indicator. Now what is this? First of all, our advanced members own it, so it's only available to our advanced members. The auto levels indicator identifies major levels of support and resistance for you automatically. Okay, so in our trade room, you'll see this as our thick horizontal red lines, and again, the key word here, these are identifying the major levels, support and resistance, and it does so automatically. Now we use this auto levels indicator on our slow time frame charts to see the big picture and to identify the very best major levels of support and resistance. Now these support and resistance levels on our auto levels indicator identify as areas of trading opportunities. So we want to see these levels on our charts easily, clearly, and automatically because this is where we're going to look to take our trades. Now we then move those important levels over to our faster time frame automatically for precision entries. So again, our auto levels indicator is placed on a slow time frame. It will locate the most important levels of support and resistance. Those are where we're going to take our trades today, and then we move them from our slower time frame automatically over to my faster time frame for precision entries, and of course, right, tighter stops. We see more patterns develop on a faster time frame, so we want to have those levels on our faster time frame, but we don't want to have to trade them on a slower time frame. And basically, each different entry pattern that we use in our room uses this thing differently. Now, here's how it looks in your charts. Again, it's called the auto levels indicator. It's in dark red. Up the top there, it automatically identifies the major levels of support and resistance. All right, guys? Now, here's the different uses. We have three setups to go over in the room: the wave, the breaker, and the two-step. Now, for the wave pattern, that trigger line, the thin yellow line on my price charts, must be above these major levels of support and resistance. Okay, so for a wave pattern, I've got to get my trigger line above those red lines. And those red lines are automatically calculated by this auto levels indicator. Now in the breaker setup, a little bit different. Okay, now this breaker pattern, the auto levels indicator is going to identify our level of entry. Same thing happens with the two-step. So the auto levels indicator identifies major levels of support and resistance, and of course the breaker setup, when we break through one of those levels, that's our trigger for entry. For a two-step setup, the exact same thing, right? It identifies our level of entry. So three different patterns, two different types of uses, and make sure you guys are aware of both. We'll go over these guys obviously in real time in our live trade rooms. Come out and join us for that, and we'll give you guys all the information you guys need. Let's take a look a little bit closer here about how each individual pattern uses this auto levels indicator. Now it's very simple. The auto levels indicator is going to mark these thick red lines right there in the center. So these thick red lines, every single time we see price test or try to test or break through one of these red lines, that's the auto levels indicator working its way through, and basically it identifies different times where we can be taking trading opportunities. We then use our rules around those red lines and such things as our swing indicator and our pace to tape indicator to identify these trades as being either high probability or low probability to take them or to avoid them. So in the wave pattern, again, want to see us get above that red line, and I need to see my trigger line get above that red line as well. For the breaker pattern, same thing. Want to get above that red line, right? Then take a break of that red line, right, for our breaker setup alongside, and very similar here on the two-step. Now, of course, you'll see we're also using in conjunction with our swing indicator, but the basis of this whole thing is around that red line. Without that red line there, we would have no pattern to look for. So that red line is that auto levels indicator working full steam ahead, marking up these levels on our slower time frame, then automatically placing these levels in my faster time frame so I can then look for patterns like this two-step short. All right, guys, let's recap. Again, the auto levels indicator only available for advanced members. You guys own it. It identifies major levels of support and resistance automatically for us. We use it in a slower time frame to see the big picture. Now these red lines are areas of trading opportunities, so we want to pay close attention to those red lines. And of course, we move those levels from our slower time frame to our faster time frame, so we have more precise entries, less risk, and more opportunities every single day. And of course, each different entry pattern we use uses this auto levels indicator a little bit differently, so make sure you guys are aware of that. All right, guys, once again, my name is Joseph James. Thanks for joining me. We'll see you in the room tomorrow morning. Bye-bye for now.